All right, Shalom. First off, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone. And Shalom to all came out there preaching his word in truth and sincerity. This is the brother Shamar coming back with another lesson. And in this lesson, I want to speak on what you see in this heading regarding the what's been being brought forth now in the media regarding the, how should I say it, pretty much the jabs from when the pandemic first started. Like it says right here in the heading, the vast majority of the deaths that are occurring is basically people who've taken the jab. And now it's actually being, published in regular, news media articles. I had just Googled it and you see it basically being mentioned, right there, the study for the majority of the 2022 August deaths are the people who took the jab. Right here, all these different articles just stating how the vast majority of the people who are dying are the ones who've trusted in science as they kept on pushing the narrative and took the juice. Those are the majority of people who are dropping dead. And that's been the case the whole time. But now it's gotten to a point to where they can't hide it any longer with, trying to fudge the numbers, so to speak. All right. So now it's just coming out that like you've been completely lied to, yet you don't have nobody coming out in an uproar. Nobody in America being highly upset. You've been deceived. You've been lied to. You've been poisoned. If anything, and you could die any moment from what they've been pushing on you to take. Yet the people are so stupid here. They don't even realize what's going on. Here it is. At one point in time, they told you that you had to have a mask. This, all these different rules just to make it safer. Now that the same virus is still out there, allegedly, according to them, and you don't even have to wear a mask anymore. And people who didn't take it, the jab, are still doing same things as the people who did take the jab. So what was all that for? That was all just an agenda. That was all just a big old, a sham. Like that's why they called it the scamdemic. So the first scripture I wanted to read real quick is Proverbs 14:15. It says, "The simple believeth every word, but the prudent man looketh well to his going." And that's the masses of the people in America, man. They're simple and extremely stupid, man. Just how the scriptures say about our people, you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans being Sodom's children. That's everybody in America as well, man. Because you literally believe everything that you're being told by the so-called white man. And then he comes back and tells you that the same stuff he told you was safe to take is not safe anymore. And now that actually the numbers of the people who are dying are the vast majority of the people who've taken the same stuff he told you was safe to take. Yet nobody's getting highly upset or, rioting, doing anything to come up against him after being just tricked, lied to. But that's how docile and stupid people are in America, man. To where you could literally fall for a complete setup and be lied to in your face, and then it comes out later down the line that you were being lied to, pretty much, and you don't even blink an eye at it. It doesn't even click in your mind that like your own government is trying to kill you, pretty much. So I wanted to read a little bit of this article though, and try to just get to the points. It says, "We thought this day would never come, but the corporate-controlled media, specifically the Washington Post, now admits that the vast majority of Americans dying from the virus received at least the primary series of the jab. All this time, we have been told that the unjabbed are responsible for the deaths. Fake President Biden infamously called it pandemic of the unjabbed, and yet now we know straight from the horse's mouth that this was all a lie. The latest data from August 2022 shows that 58% of what they are calling uh, the the virus deaths occur in people who received at least one injection. The more injections a person gets, the higher his or her likelihood of infection or death. Based on past figures, the current trends, we can reasonably estimate that the number of jabbed and boosted deaths will only rise. And then you go down to the other section. It says the FDA lied in claiming that the jabs are 90% effective. Effective at what? That that all of this is now being openly admitted is shocking, though not really when considering the fact that the criminals behind this mass genocide continue to walk and will more than likely never face any kind of punishment. They know this, which is why they are allowing their controlled media sources to admit the truth. They are mocking the general public and saying, yes, we are murdering you, and no, there is nothing you can do about it. And that's pretty much what it is, at this point. They're just openly letting you know what they're doing to you, and then, like I said, there's nothing that you can do about it. And the people not even trying to do anything about it anyway, man. All right? But I wanted to read this scripture too real quick. This is why it says what it says right here, man. In Sirach 12:10. Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. And you should never trust him, man. This is the same person who done had time in and time again where he come out and create something for the public. Later down the line, it comes out that it's literally destroying you, How many different times has he had these situations? You had the Roundup stuff going on, baby powder, and all these things that he's had lawsuits for that are killing you are still being sold to this day. So this just shows you why you should never trust them. But going back to what I read or first starting off with, people are simple, man. You just believe whatever you're told. Now, when this whole situation first started, as far as when they was first pushing the mass fear, in the media, we telling everyone not to take it, or I'm not messing with it. And people look at you like you crazy. Oh, you don't trust science, this and that. He said to take it. What do you know? Now look at you. You looking goofy. Same people that was so-called trusting in science, trusting in these people that have these degrees and doctors or whatever. It's all coming out that it wasn't safe the whole time. Like we've been telling you, the so-called crazy people have been telling you, the ones who are conspiracy theorists, as they label them, Now it's being made manifest that they was right the whole time. People who was telling you not to take it, they looking at you, laughing, basically. And so-called white men laughing at you, man. Here it is, he lied to you and told you that you need this to stay safe. If it's gonna protect you, this and that. And now it's coming out that the same exact thing he was pushing you to take and to have boosters for is killing you, But continuing on, it says, though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him. And thou shalt see, and thou shalt be unto him as if thou hadst wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust have not been altogether wiped away. Yeah, man, you're supposed to take good heed, man. But the people in this society, modern day and age, they're so docile and simple and stupid. You don't even take heed to what's being said to you. You don't even look into anything being said to you. Anything that's literally being forced upon you, that should be a red flag in itself. When the whole lockdown and stuff first happened, when he told you that if you don't take this, you can't do anything normal society, or to the point to where he's just forcing it so hard, that should have been a major red flag in itself, but people are so stupid that they just believe the narrative. Well, now the same person who was pushing it on you, telling you to take it, is openly coming out now and telling you um, how is destroying you. Like I said, you got these other articles, the regular articles, saying it. The majority of the deaths are the people who went to go take that procedure, man. Who trust in the system, who trust in Esau. All right. And like I was just reading, it says never trust thine enemy. And this is why. We told you people, specifically our people, you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, not to take it. Now look at you. The ones who have taken it, you're done. And it ain't no fixing it. All right. And now, even though all this is coming out, he's still requiring this to be a yearly booster. Even though all this is being said, and you people are still going to line up to take it, man. Because that's how stupid you are, man. Extremely simple and dumb. All right. And I want to jump to a different point. Last little point I wanted to make off of this. Okay, yeah, right here, I'm gonna jump down. It says again, what we want to know is what is the effective at what? If depopulation was the goal all along, then sure, the jabs are very effective. Notice that Fauci has never once stated what exactly these shots are effective at doing. There's almost zero chance that he or anyone else involved in perpetrating this global hoax will ever be held accountable, at least in the current age. And then jumping down a little bit, it says none of this is due to failure or incompetence, pointing out a commenter about the scamdemic. It is all intentional and by design. So this is all what they planned on doing, man. All right. It's not a coincidence or anything like that. And like it mentioned in that other part, that this is about it being for the goal of depopulation. Now, there's already been videos of Gates coming out and saying that one way to speed up depopulation was through different jabs being given to the people. Now, you're seeing it manifest, this new stuff that they pushing out, along with everything else they give to the people already. All of that is just to destroy you faster and faster, man. And like it mentioned further up in the article, you're only going to see the numbers go up higher as time goes on, man. All right, because these people are still going to go up and get in line for the boosters. You already had other articles coming out, like I did before in a different video, them saying the triple demic. And then you know what they're going to do? They're just going to say, go take this jab for this one, take the jab for that one, and then you got the jab for this one, for all three of them. Yet you still got information like this out there, and nobody's going to question it. They're going to just line up and go and take it. And this is all, like it said, this is all intentional and by design. It's not no coincidence. It's not a mistake. All right. This is all intentional and by design. They knew exactly what they were doing when they did this, man. All right. This is Micah 2:1. It says, woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand. So this is what they work on, man. All right. They sit there and plot it out thinking like, how can they go about further destroying the people? Or specifically you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Because whenever all this stuff happens or comes out in the media, they're the main people they're pushing it on is our people, man. And it's a reason behind it. It's intentional. It's not a mistake. It's not an accident. It's not like they didn't know they made an error. No, man, they knew exactly what they were doing, and they're going to continue to do it. All right, they keep running it back and back again and again because you people fall for the same tricks every time, man. And they have the power to do so because the earth is given into the hand of the wicked, man. Hey, so this is just showing you furthermore that, hey, never trust your enemy, all right? And we've been telling you people when the pandemic first started that this was all a scam. It was going to come out later down the line that all you people that's taking it, y'all going to be the main ones dying, and now you're seeing that, man. And things are only going to get worse as time goes on, man. You're going to have him pushing more fear, pushing other things on the people, and a lot more of you people that did take it, that haven't dropped yet, going to be dropping, man. Hey, so, with that, I'm going to wrap up and give all praises again to Yahweh, Bashem, Yahweh Shai, Bashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to our apostles and elders, a great millstone, and Shalom to the Akim out there, preaching his word in truth and sincerity. Shalom.